Well, Tony, you know what?
What?
I think that Ty Simpson is a better quarterback than Fernando Mendoza.
Oh, he's joking. I thought you were serious for a second. You never know with Cowboys
I
fans.
think I got Orlovsky disease.
Cristo Sinesti.
Listo Sinesti. And in case you're wondering what that means, it means Christ is risen. Indeed, he is risen. Welcome to Dynamite Duo Sports, the podcast where we break down the NFL and the UFL's top storylines with the facts, including the fact that this is the time of year before the Cowboys go on their Super Bowl run that I get my hopes up and hopefully they don't fall down. I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Antonios.
And today, Tony's going to give you his top 10 NFL draft prospects for him personally, because he does not know the in-depth.
Top 10.
He doesn't know. He didn't do any in-depth research on this. It's just based on what he saw,
It's based off what I've seen on screen.
and he hasn't seen everybody.
So,
Just so you guys all know.
yes, and I'm gonna
So
say,
don't kill me.
realistically, some of the best players won't even be drafted till fourth, fifth round, possibly. That happens a lot in a lot of NFL careers.
Like Shedeur Sanders.
Like, yeah. You know, and it's like the teams from smaller colleges, and I don't have any of those on there because I didn't have enough time because I never watched those smaller college games. But if I did, there probably would be a lot of those because you know me, I like to pick the people that nobody talks about. But unfortunately, I think that I'm going to give you the more obvious ones, just how I rank them. To start us off, we have two honorable mentions. I'll go with the first one. This is going to get hot right off the bat, though. It's Caleb Downs, an honorable mention, not even top 10.
You know what? I love it.
And here's why.
I love it.
Here's
Follow us.
Here's why. It's not that he's not good. He's great. But he's like hurt right now. He like hurt himself.
Oh no! Definitely don't draft him. Chiefs, Saints, Commanders, whoever else is above us.
And so for me, it's like you're not gonna be able to probably use him the way you can because the injury he had, I think, is gonna affect him for like a good year. Not that he
Okay.
can't play, he can, but I think there's gonna be like if someone drafts him, honestly, the best thing to do is don't even like really play him that much this year. Like you gotta let him get healthy. And I have a weird feeling that whoever drafts him won't do that, and he's gonna have a permanent damage to his like ankle, wherever it was, in his career in the NFL, which might ruin his whole entire potential that he has. That's why he's an honorable mention because for me, he seems like he's a player that's injury prone.
Even on one leg, he's better than what we got.
Another honorable mention is Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver for Indiana. Really good wide receiver. He's not going to probably get drafted very high, which might be good because the Raiders might be able to draft him with Mendoza. 'Cause it's pretty obvious to probably get Mendoza. So
He's gonna get drafted first round.
You
for
think he
sure.
will?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. I have a weird feeling he's just not, but maybe he will just because of the popularity he did get. So, and he is a great wide receiver, so it's smart that you do. All right, we're gonna go right off to number 10. That is Zachariah Branch, another wide receiver from Georgia. He is not even really necessarily wide receiver. He's a good special teams player, and a lot of teams need that. You look what the Seahawks did with Rashid Shaheed, and you saw if you have a very effective punt and kickoff returner, it can cause damage to a defense because it gives you a good start. What?
I'm just saying that's a little high. I know it's your personal, but that's a little
I
high.
just have a feeling that Zachariah Branch could be like a Rashid Shaheed where you put him on special teams and he's going to have this big. It's going to have a big effect to where the offense is arguing the other side of the field.
I see him
So
going
the
in the
offense will
second
push.
round.
I could see
Maybe
that too.
late first round.
I
but-
know. I could see that. I know that. I don't think he's going to go first round, actually. I just think that if people use him properly, he will be really good for your team. He's not the greatest. As a wide receiver, he's okay. He's nothing special. But as a special teams returner, he is great.
Okay.
So, number 9. This is the only person to have that. And probably nobody knows unless you're a Duke fan. Yes, it's Duke. It is Chandler Rivers, cornerback for Duke.
Yeah, right.
I
forgot about him. Yeah.
He is a really, really good cornerback, and he's ranked not. He's probably getting drafted. This is the kind of player that's probably getting drafted later, like mid draft.
Come back to
third or
us
fourth.
and just say that he said it first if he turned out to be a really good
If
corner.
he turns out to be really good, yes, I will very adamantly speak out about it. This is the player I feel like that whoever drafts him, it's going to make their secondary way stronger. He's like probably one of the very few things that was consistent with Duke this year, for their team. So yeah, I think that he's someone that if you draft him, you are getting who technically, realistically, at a skill level is a first rounder, but no one actually is going to do it. So I think Chandler Rivers is going to be a very good defensive player for anyone who has a weak secondary. Cowboys, um, which your Cowboys might be the kind of person that would
We
draft him.
have our next pick after the first round is pick 92 in the third
He might still be available by then.
Okay.
So
round. Okay.
number 8, I have D'Angelo Pons, cornerback for Indiana. Whew, when you watch the Miami championship game, there were so many like balls he tipped that literally if he didn't do that, they would have lost the game. Like so many plays where if the receiver caught the ball, they would have gone huge gain, touchdowns, but he stopped it. He is one of those cornerbacks that is just super effective and well disciplined, and those kind of cornerbacks never give up. And that's what I like about D'Angelo Pons. That's why he's number 8. Number 7, and this is a personal thing for both of us, honestly, which some people might agree with. It's Casey Concepcion.
Oh.
Former NC State, now Texas A&M, but originally NC State. He's one of those fast wide receivers, but the difference is not only is he fast, but he can actually catch a ball.
You know where I want him to go?
Where?
Because I don't think we're going to get him.
Who?
Buffalo.
Yes, Buffalo could use someone like him. Because he's explosive, he's really good. He's very similar to Tyreek Hill, and he has really good like hands. He can catch the ball really well, and he's so underrated. No one's talking about him, but he is the second best wide receiver in the draft.
Who's number 1?
You'll see. Now, me personally, you could argue that Casey Concepcion is the best wide receiver in the draft, but this other person when I've watched this game, I think he's just got the slight edge. But before we get to that later, number 6 is David Bailey from Texas Tech, the edge. I believe he had the most sacks
He did.
last year. Super effective. He's going to get drafted early. And Texas Tech their defense one of the very good things.
Arizona, please don't ask for too much for us to move up.
And so David Bailey is just really effective. He's going to be a huge help to whoever takes him. Anyone would agree with that. Some people might think he's ranked a little low. He should be ranked higher, but the other people I have in front, except for maybe the next person, I feel like is the higher candidates. Number 5 is the wide receiver I think is the best, and most people are considering the best, is Carnell Tate from Ohio State.
Okay.
He's just a well-rounded wide receiver.
Yeah, you know what they said he was? A George Pickens, but with better hands. And I'm like, well, I wish we had known that.
And believe it or not, he is from Ohio State. He does have better attitude than George Pickens.
Oh, whoopee.
Which is surprising coming out of Ohio State. But yeah, Carnell Tate, he basically can do the deep routes. He can run. He can run slants, corners. Just go for the deep balls. He's fast, and he can do all of that. So he's a rounded wide receiver, and he's the kind of wide receiver where if you're
well-rounded.
Did I say that like that?
You almost did.
Wow. But he's the kind of person that someone like Titans or teams that don't have a wide receiver one need someone like that. So honestly, me personally, I kind of would like the Titans to draft him because I think we could use someone like him. But I don't know if we will, but I think he's someone that even the Browns, like some team that does not have a good wide receiver one right now, needs him because he actually could right off the bat. He's one of those wide receivers who I think going to the NFL could do it.
I predict if he falls to us that we would take him. I think.
And then what would you do? Try and get rid of George Pickens after that, or just
we might potentially try to trade him to somebody in the later first round. Honestly, I don't know.
Who knows?
Or we have a great wide receiver trio.
That would be a great wide receiver trio.
Yeah, but our defense would still be helpful.
Number 4 is Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami.
You got him below David Bailey? Above?
I do, because when I watched
Ruben Bain with his T-Rex arms.
Yes, but think about Ruben Bain when I watch him. It's just that he's just
relentless.
He's relentless. He just doesn't give up. He
comes. So is David Bailey, but
I know David Bailey, but I feel like there's just something. I've watched both of them. It's just like David Bailey's just much more committed at David Bailey's just automatically just good at it, but David Bailey's got like that discipline because he's got shorter arms. And he's got to work harder for it.
Ruben Bain.
Ruben Bain. Forgive me. I don't know why I'm getting the name messed up, but Ruben Bain is the kind of player because he has short arms, he has to work harder for it. He's more disciplined, and he's a good leader. And I think that's someone that you definitely want as a team because what's great about being not just being just a great player is a great leader, and he has both those qualities. That's why I give him the edge over Dave Bailey. Not that I'm saying Dave Bailey's not a good like leader for defense. I just think that Ruben Bain had to work harder to be at the level he is.
Sure.
So-
and yeah, I would love for his T-Rex arms to fall to us too.
You like all these players to fall to Cowboys. Everybody
Yes!
says that. The funny thing is, my team actually potentially could get any of these players.
I don't
So-
think they're taking edge.
I'm pretty sure we're not. I think Robert Saleh can
Defensive line's not the issue.
Robert Saleh can take what we have currently with some of the players we've signed and probably make our defense above average, and we need to focus on offense. So, but besides that, number 3, where things people might go a little crazy, it's Fernando Mendoza.
I don't have a problem with that.
I know you don't, but I'm saying a lot of people might be like, 3. And here's why. Fernando Mendoza, he's the kind of person where if you get the right coach from him because he's super disciplined, you get the right coach for the right system.
But he's not Joe Burrow.
He's not Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. People who say he's Joe Burrow, he. I love Fernando Mendoza, but he's not Joe Burrow. But Fernando Mendoza is the kind of person where if you get the right coach, which I think Clint Kubiak is, and Clint Kubiak is doing all the right moves right now for the Raiders. He is the kind of
Except
he
for
will
wide
fit that
receiver
system.
1, they don't have that.
Yes, they do need wide receiver 1. But at the same time, when I'm looking what they're doing, I don't think this year they'll be amazing.
No.
But I do believe that in the next year or two, if they keep building that team, yes, they will go places.
And they should be able to get a wide receiver 1 in this draft.
And-
But the Ravens.
And even though they don't have wide receiver 1, he does have Brock Bowers.
Yeah, that's
So,
and
he-
Ashton Genty, who started to come along at the end of the year. If Kenneth Walker can succeed with Clint Kubiak, I think that Ashton Genty can
Yes.
do something.
Oh, and even
better.
with that, the funny thing about Genti that people don't talk about though, we're going down quick rabbit hole real quick, is that he had like the most average yards after getting hit. He always got hit behind the line.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
why. That's the thing. So it's like if the offensive line can actually protect him, Ashton Genty would have possibly could have broken a rookie record for most rush yards, maybe because that's just how he was.
I
he
don't
tried.
know Zeke Elliott.
Okay, Zico is hard to beat. Okay, he'd be close, but he basically Ashton Genty worked really hard last year for what
Oh,
he
yeah.
had. So that's what I'm saying. With everything is going the right way, and I'm excited to see what they do. But Fernando Mendoza, realistically, he has to go to the right team. That's why he's in the top 3 because he's a great quarterback. But he's not number 1 like most people, even though he's going to be the first pick, simply because he has to go to the right team. And he is, if he goes to Raiders, I believe is one of the right teams to go to. So
Yep.
I think he'll do great as long as the Raiders keep going the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, this is a person that I was really wrong about at first, and then when I watched the combine and everything, I realized I was dead wrong.
S.
Sonny Styles, linebacker for Ohio State. Number 2. And
Yes.
what?
Please come to us, Sony Styles.
You're saying that forever. Okay.
Any
he-
Ohio State defender,
Dude,
I'll take.
This guy just like blew me away, and I watched it, and then I went back to watch some of the games, and I realized, oh, he's actually like really, really good. Like you take him off the defense, I think their defense would have automatically been like half as good. That's just how good he was. He's a great game manager on the defense. He's super athletic. Number 1 is Jeremiah Love, and anyone who says he's not is stupid.
And that's his analysis. Is that it? You all done? You all done talking?
All I can say about Jeremiah Love is look at the tapes. What he did, not even this season. Let's go back to the year before when he had that injury. And everybody who watched college football knows that
Oh.
play. With a hurt
Penn
leg
State.
against Penn State, all the hits he took.
That is honestly probably the best run
It's
in college football
well,
playoff
it's
history.
just what and then his leaps over players is just phenomenal. Like he is a runner back that very well easily could end up becoming one of the greatest running backs of all time.
Yep.
As long as there's no serious ending injuries like Bradley Chubb, what happened to him, which basically ended
Yeah,
the
but-
potential he
a
had.
running back. Oh, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, not Bradley Chubb, not the guy that just went to the Buffalo Bills. But yeah, so that's my top 10. So I'll go through real quick. Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, Fernando Mendoza, Ruben Bain, Cardinal Tate, David Bailey, Casey Concepcion, D'Angelo Reeds, Chandler Rivers, Zachariah Branch, Omar Cooper Jr., and
Oh,
Caleb Downs.
D'Angelo Rivers. Wait, who's that?
D'Angelo Pons, Chandler Rivers.
Oh, okay, because he didn't say that right, but okay.
That's what happens when I try to talk too fast. So, but yeah, is there any big things that you like?
Yes.
Okay.
Orville Reese, the edge from Ohio State.
I
He
like
basically put up the same number, physical numbers as Sonny Styles.
See, I like him, but the big thing for me
He's
was
rumored to be the number 2 pick right now,
I know he is,
but that is the Jets. So
and that's the ultimate reason why I didn't pick him. I knew that if the Jets pick him, you will not see his hit what he can do.
I wonder if we're
So-
trading up to number 3 to. If we were trading number 3 to get Sonny
Because
Styles.
see, I just want to clarify real quick. The way how I ranked this was by how well they're going to do right off the bat, not necessarily future NFL. I'm talking like right off the bat, how these players going to do. Jeremiah Love immediately will do well.
Oh yeah.
Sonny Styles will immediately do well.
Oh yeah.
Mendoza, with how the Raiders are looking, will probably do well this
Yeah.
year. Ruben Bain will probably do well. Because
Yeah.
I feel like he'll be drafted a little farther back to a team that's a little better.
Like the Cowboys.
Oh, gosh. Cardinal Tate is, like I said, is one of the wide receivers who's well-rounded. He will be good off the bat.
Yeah.
And David Bailey, he's going to be good off the bat because I think he's
Mhm.
also he's not going to be
Mhm.
drafted early. Concepcion
Mhm.
is just so underrated that he's going to get drafted by a team that actually is good, and you'll get to see his potential, like a team with a good quarterback.
Yep.
D'Angelo Ponce, he's really good. I think he'll be good off bat because of his discipline.
Oh yeah.
And then Chandler Rivers is just super underrated. I think everyone's sleeping on. He's the player I think everyone's sleeping on. Zachariah Branch, if he's used properly, will on special teams will be good. And then Omar Cooper Jr. will be like a wide receiver too. I feel like, it's like right off the bat, he'll be helped. He'll definitely having a big impact on an offense in some shape or form, whether it's his discipline or just the skill. And then Caleb Downs, the reason why I just kept him in here because if he stays healthy, he's going to be really good off the bat too.
Yeah.
It's just the concern of his injury right now that he's dealing with. So my ranking was based off, which I probably should have clarified, how well they're going to do this year, like right off the
Okay.
bat versus future.
Well, in that case, I definitely think David Bailey is a better overall player than Ruben Bain.
Yes, but I think that Ruben Bain's going to get drafted farther back to a team where
Yeah,
like
but
he'll be able
that I
to-
don't think that matters because you still have Myles Garrett that goes nuts every week.
I mean, again, totally fair. If you put David Bailey, Ruben Bain, totally fair. I just say that I like Ruben Bain's just like discipline
Yeah,
and how he has
think
to work harder for it. That's why I rank him.
I
over
would probably put David Bailey at 4.
Ruben Bain at 6 or at 5.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I
That's
would
fair.
probably put Carl Tate above him just because he's a different position.
Okay, so how do you grade it then?
Overall, it wasn't too bad.
And no, Ty Simpson is not on here. Dan Orlovsky. I know he probably isn't seeing this, but he's not on
Tune
here.
in next week for my bold
Because
draft.
yes, and I will say
my
this right now
mock
because
draft.
I know it's like a silly thing to say, but if I ever debated with like actual analyst, I am of the opinion that I don't analyze stats. I analyze based off what I see on TV. Because there are some players in college where I'll see them play really well, and I'm like, wow, this person's great. Why don't they use him more? And so statistically, they don't look great. Like Jalen Coker for the Panthers. I said, this guy's amazing. He should throw the ball to him more. And then look what happened when he threw the ball to him more in that one game where he had like 130 receiving yards.
Yep.
So there's so many players where statistically you look at their stats and you're like, or you're looking at the wrong stats, like for things. Like for example, I'll give you an example, not football, but I'm going to really quick to it. LeBron, Michael Jordan. LeBron has more points than Michael Jordan, but who averages more points per game? Michael Jordan. So you got to look at the right stats. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't look at the wrong stats. Analysts do all the time. That's why I like Stephen A. Smith because he doesn't look at the overall stats. He tries to find the stats that actually you got to look for.
Mm.
So that's why I normally kind of person where I don't care if a quarterback throws 5,000 pass yards in 1 year if they miss the playoffs. And yes, that does count for Joe Burrow that 1 year, but it's not his fault. But at the same time, it's like you need to go to another team who you can play like that and be successful with. So I think Joe Burrow needs to stop trying to defend Zach Branch, is that his name, or what's his name?
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor, because I don't like him. I don't remember his name. He needs to go to a team like even the Vikings. I know their offensive line's bad, but
No.
Joe Burrow's used to
No,
it.
Wrong team. Matthew Stafford's going to retire soon.
Okay, go to the Rams. But I'm saying, like, even if you went to the Vikings, it's basically the Bengals with a defense because their
Yeah.
offensive line's bad.
Yep.
So Joe Burrow, and he has Justin Jefferson, who he knows, just like Jamar Chase.
And then Addison is not on T. Higgins level, but he's close.
And then he does have T.J. Hawkinson
He
as a
has
good tight
Hawkinson.
end. And then he has, what's their running back? Why am I drawing?
You don't.
They don't have anybody right now, do they?
They have Aaron Jones.
No, but he's gone.
No, he resigned,
Oh, he resigned. Okay, so they resigned him.
but he's not.
they need to look for running back this year. So find somebody.
Yeah, they should trade up to get Jeremiah Love.
Whew. That's scary. If Joe Burrows, wouldn't that be scary?
Yep.
So
But anyway, let us know what you think down in the comments below. Oh wait, I didn't give you a grade. I'm so sorry. I'll give it an A minus.
A minus. Okay, I'll take it.
But I should give you a B because you didn't include Arvo Reese. But
Comment down below your top 10.
sure, yeah, your top 10 players you're most looking forward to.
I will
guess, being
dislike
drafted.
all of them if Jeremiah Love's not in a top 3.
Yep.
I'll dislike all of them.
I will too. How about that? Anyway, yeah, let us know what you think down in the comments below. And next week we'll have my NFL mock draft for you guys.
If a mock draft prediction.
No, it's an NFL mock draft. It's a mock draft. It's not the draft. It's a mock draft. That's why it's called a mock draft.
But you're trying to predict the actual draft.
Yeah, but that's what a mock draft is.
I know, but I'm just saying it sounds better when you say you're going to predict. The mock
No.
draft sounds like
A mock draft is cool.
sounds lame. Mock. Who thought that sounded cool?
Like Speed Racer, the Mach 5,
Mach 5 MACK, not MACH, sorry, and not MOCK.
I don't know. I don't care.
MACH Mach.
Okay, yes. Next week, my mock draft will be coming out. And then the week after that, he'll have his personal mock draft because he isn't going to do any details on it. So, anyway.
Well, I can give reasons why the team should take these players, and I know that some teams are really dumb. The hardest team to pick is the Cowboys because I generally want to know what goes in Jerry Jones' mind when he thinks about who to draft.
Well, okay, I'll give you a hint. It's going to be a defensive player unless it's
It's
like
gonna be
Jeremiah Love or Cardinal Tape for some reason.
For some reason, is down there.
So,
I know he's going to pick defensive player. The question is, who?
it
Hey,
depends who's there.
if he picks up Chandler Rivers, I might be upset, though, because I think he's going to be really good. I don't want the Cowboys to get someone like
We're
that.
doing a first-round mock draft, not the whole draft.
No, I know, but I'm saying because Jerry Jones...
That would take an eternity.
And-
That'd be
no,
a long
Imagine
video.
if Jerry Jones, though, ended up drafting him in the first round. Would you be upset?
Yeah. Because
After.
he could have gotten him later. That's why.
That's fair.
Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are at 55 subscribers now, which is very nice. So yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Easter is not over, by the way. It's a 40-day celebration, so if you think Easter's over, you're wrong.
And then the 9 days of till Pentecost. So we as Catholics get to celebrate for 50 days after basically almost
days.
fasting for 50 days. So it's like payback for all
I know
that.
I look like I've been fasting. So, anyway, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Giuseppe,
I'm Antonios.
and this has been Dynamite Duo Sports.
If you make this, what I define as a good throw, Jerry Jones will get the player you want in the first round. So who is it? Realistically.
Can I just pretend it's like a wish? I don't say who it is.
Sure.
For luck?
Okay, yeah, close your eyes, make a wish. Throw it with your eyes closed.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Oh, really?
Not amazing, but good. So I don't know what that means. That's cowboy for you. Cowboy
Who
favorite
drafted Ty Simpson?
How would you feel about that?
I would feel in a way that I will not say on this podcast.
If I make this, we are getting either Cardinal Tate or Jeremiah Love. Try to make do my eyes closed.
Yeah, I'll let you know. You hit the camera.
But did it look good on camera?
It kind of looked pretty good, yeah. That was not bad. But don't break my stuff.